I'm going to provide you with a method in 3 parts for creating new habits. This is the way I usually start my talks, but to be perfectly honest, that can feel a little bit insincere sometimes. Here I am, a psychologist, about to try and teach you how to change your habits when I can't even get around to cleaning my own apartment or exercise regularly. I'm actually so bad at cleaning that when I rented out my apartment through Airbnb, they sent me this email. Congratulations to the review. You belong to the group of 1% that are worst at cleaning. And I know why this is the case. Almost half of what we do every day is due to routine. This is according to researcher Wendy Woods. And I feel that in order to take control over my life, make something meaningful of it, maybe better this world in some way, I need to take control of my habits. And as a psychologist, it isn't more than right that I take my own medicine. So I searched for something simple and meaningful that I could turn into a habit. I did this exercise. You take your calendar and you take a look at the last week. And you mark any meaningful activities with a heart. Cleaning didn't get any hearts. Swimming outdoors in the mornings did. One of my sisters and I always rate a summer depending on how many swims we've done. And the more swims, the better the summer. So I decided to increase the number of hearts to the following week. I had to go swimming every day. So how many days do you think that it would take to create a habit? Common answer, 21 days. A myth. Probably based on a book written by a plastic surgeon who said that it takes 21 days for amputated persons to adjust to a new life without their limb. So researcher Philippa Lalli decided to test this in the lab instead. She and her team let different kind of people choose behaviors that they wanted to turn into habits. Everything from drinking a glass of water to doing 50 sit-ups every day. They found that it took somewhere between 18 days and 254 days to create a habit, with an average of 66 days. So it isn't about the days, but it might be about the difficulty level and the reward. Drinking a glass of water, low difficulty level, and a little bit refreshing, somewhat rewarding. Doing 50 sit-ups every day, tough difficulty level, not at all rewarding. Have you ever found stuck in the sofa in front of the TV? Probably because the difficulty level is low, it's easy to sit on the sofa, and the reward level is high. There's an amazing amount of culture that just flies into your living room through all of the world. Did you ever have a hard time starting to exercise? Probably because you set the difficulty level too hard. You said that, I'm going to exercise 3 times a week as part of this New Year's resolution, even though you don't practice, even though you don't exercise once a week normally. So I started swimming during summer. The difficulty level was low, and it was very rewarding. Swimming outdoors, it was fantastic. And I actually managed. I started working, and one day I had to have a morning lecture in another town, but I got up early and pulled through. So I managed 66 days of swimming in a row, and this was very rewarding. I was approached by the radio stations, and I got on the front page of a local newspaper. And this is probably the thing that my friends has liked most in social media. And I mean, I've created companies that has helped people to better well-being and organizations to better working environments. But when you start swimming outdoors, that is when you get the likes. But there is a built-in problem with swimming outdoors. The difficulty level increases when the season changes. So I decided to end it all on Swim 100. So I invited all my friends, and we had this ceremony for the 100th of swimming outdoors. It was the first of Advent. The day after, something strange happened. I mean, it was a sunny day. I wasn't in no rush to any talks or meetings. It felt wrong not to go swimming. So I thought that I can keep on a little bit, but I don't need to tell anyone. And not in an addict kind of way, but more in a scientific, I wonder if I'm hooked on all the likes kind of way, or has this actually become a true habit? But I had to reveal that I had continued swimming when newspaper Aftonbladet came to swim 116. So I thought, okay, I might as well try this winter swimming. How bad can it be? So after Christmas, the surface of the water freezes. I crack a hole with a stick. The ice freezes some more. I crack a hole with it with a large branch. The ice freezes even more. I buy an ice pick. And somewhere when it takes 45 minutes to crack a hole in the ice at 5 in the morning, you start thinking, oh yeah, it takes 66 days to create a habit, but 100 days to create an obsessive compulsive disorder. And now you might be thinking, oh, this Oskar guy, he is special. Or he's very motivated. But all I did was to follow some tricks from the psychology. And what I'm going to do is give you 3 of my best tricks to create a new habit that is as meaningful for you as swimming is for me. The 3 tricks can be summarized by the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Originally religious, but used by Alcoholics Anonymous and picked up by researchers and practitioners within acceptance and commitment training, just because it works very well with the science of habit creations. And we are going to go through the 3 parts and start with grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. What can't you change? Thoughts and feelings. Let me prove it. Do not think about a yellow banana. Think about anything else except a big yellow banana rotating around in 3-dimensional space. Did you happen to think about a yellow banana? Most people think about a yellow banana. And isn't that strange? Thoughts are hard to get rid of. So what about feelings? Would you accept the following offer? I will give you 100,000 euro if you stay relaxed during 1 minute. To control that you are relaxed, I will connect you to the world's most reliable stress detector. And to keep you extra motivated, I will keep a gun to your head. And if I see any reaction on the stress monitor or in your face, I will shoot you. Would you accept my offer? I don't think so. Probably not. Because somewhere you know that feelings are hard to control. But still we go around, tell ourselves and other people that don't be stressed, don't feel sad. But all we're doing is to create maybe more stress and maybe some more sadness. And in a changing world, there are lots of thoughts and feelings that we need to accept. I mean, you could have the thought that, oh, I wonder if my brain will rot if I don't exercise. Or, oh, I'm noticing that I'm very angry at all of these climate skeptics. And instead of battling these thoughts, we can just notice them. Oh, they're there. You could notice that, oh, I wonder if the cold water will be really cold, like was the case in swim 152. So grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, thoughts and feelings, and instead change the things I can, behaviors, habits. Pick up a bottle, a pen, or a phone and hold it in your hand. Hold it while thinking about dropping it. Hold the thing, think about dropping it. Do you know what we just have proved? You don't need to obey your thoughts. You could create any habit you want if you got the right low difficulty level and the high reward, no matter what your thoughts and feelings are saying. But have you ever used a thought or a feeling as an excuse for how you behave? Maybe said that, I, I, I want to go exercising, but I am so tired. When you could say, I want to go exercise, and I am so tired. Or at least, I choose not to exercise. I'm tired. Don't blame it on the thoughts or on the feelings. I identify a lot with Elsa in the Disney picture Frozen. And it worked perfectly well to think that, oh, the water will be very cold, and at the same time yell, let it go, let it go. Take a deep breath, sink myself down into the water, like here at swim 159, and then get up and say, the cold never bothered me anyway. So the courage to change the things I can, the behaviors, the habits. But how do we know what thoughts to accept and what to take seriously? What habits to change? How do we get ourselves the wisdom to know the difference? Picture your birthday, your 80th birthday. Everyone you know is here. You got relatives, family, you got colleagues, friends from childhood clubs, and maybe all of your life. They're cheering, they're talking, they're happy, and they're eating cake. Suddenly, someone is going to have a speech for you. You can hear the sound of a fork against the wine glass at the same time as everyone goes silent. An important person from your life stands up. Can you see who it is? What do you want this person to say about you? The thing that this person says about you tells you something about who you want to be as a person. What's important to you? What is rewarding to you in the long run? When I do this exercise, I see my two sisters. I want them to say that I'm loving, that I'm loyal, and that I've helped them and others to live a meaningful life. And that works as a compass for me when I choose the habits I want to create. And ever since one of my sisters told me about her eating disorders, it has been very important for me to spread psychology. And if she can accept anxiety and at the same time eat food, if she can accept troubling thoughts about her body and at the same time go swimming, well, then I can defy some cold and go swimming outdoors. So the world is changing. Are you? What thoughts and feelings do you need to accept? What habits do you want to create? And what values will guide your choice? The Serenity Prayer summarizes the 3 parts. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the thoughts and the feelings. Courage to change the things I can, the behaviors and the habits. And the wisdom to know the difference, guided by values. This is swim number 365 that I celebrated with my friends and the cover of newspaper Svenska Dagbladet. If I can swim outdoors for 365 days, well, then so can you. But what habit do you desire? Thank you.